Guys, today we're gonna be playing this level called Geo. We're gonna be going to practice mode on this new level called Deadlocked. So yeah. So sadly, I don't have Deadlock yet. It requires 30 user coins. So we're just gonna search up this level called Deadlock Copyable. So there we go. And Deadlock Copyable. If you don't know Deadlock, it is the hardest main level of Geometry Dash. It is a demon. So a demon is the hardest difficulty. On this, it only says it's insane because it's not rated yet. So it's not actually insane, it's actually demon. So as you can see, I've already completed 100%. I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks for Geometry Dash. So on normal mode, I got to 25%. Let's see if I can beat it. I highly doubt it though. Dang it. Okay. I flew too low, so I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks. So right now, with auto checkpoints off, I know that if you want to get good at the game, you don't want auto checkpoints. But just for this video, I'm going to do auto checkpoints since I'm not actually seriously trying to beat this level. So for the first part is a mini wave section. So the first part is a mini wave section. You really just have to practice a lot for the mini wave section. And for this is basically theory of everything too, except that there's a couple of orb timings. And a note about this level introduces the new teleportation portal, which teleports you along the y-axis, so up and down. And yeah, it's basically orb timing, so don't hit the orbs that have the X on them. And for this wave section, for this you have to spam for the crisscrossing part, and when you hit the portal, you just let it go because it's upside down portal. It makes you go upside down. And then same with this one, you let it go. And then for this, you just have to fly around the thing. So fly up and down, up and down. But in order to get the first coin, we need to get the key. So for this, avoid that top platform there. So and then for this UFO, it's really it's like this level just all about timing based. Okay, unlike the previous demon, theory of everything too. It is skill based. So for this, you have to skip the first and the third jump ring. And for this, you have to do like a mini hop. So kind of like a mini hop. So let's see if I can. You have to do a mini hop. There we go. And then you have to do like a tiniest hop, just a little flap up a button, and that's it. But be sure to not get too small, or else you will die like that. As you can see, if you jump too big there, then you'll jump over the hole. So there we go. And then for this ball timing, it may trip you out at first, but land on the platforms that have like this purple flashy things on it. Okay. And the orb timing, and as you can see, it unlocked the first coin. Skip the first jump ring. And for this, it's not a jump pad. You actually have to click it. And for this, you have to jump like that, or else there'll be a spike. And when you do that, you have to skip that jump pad. And then for the second coin, once you hit the 3 jump rings, you have to let go. There you go. And then there's some invisible platforms there. Perfect. And for this part, just straight flying. So yeah. Well, I can't just say this part looks so cool though. And then for this UFO part, we have to go up there. There we go. And can't just say these monsters shooting lasers are just so cool. And then this part's just absolutely insane. Like, how can I even put this into words? There we go. And this part is basically memorization and a bunch of straight flying. So similar to that piece, except that you have to memorize. So just like that. Be sure not to hit the spikes or the ground or the ceiling. And this part is just spam. You just have to spam the jump rings. How am I still dying from spamming the jump rings? There we go. And for this part, you just have to count your UFO jumps. So 1, 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Wait, so let's just start over. So, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then it's just easy until the end. And beware of the last spike there, or because it could kill you. So yeah, just gotta be aware of that. Last attempt. Oh well. Anyways, guys, I showed you some tips and tricks for Deadlocked, and now we're gonna move on to Theory of Everything 2. So for Theory of Everything 2, it's a demon. As you can see, I got 21%. So always, we'll just try with the first attempt and see what happens. Okay, so some jump rings, and they're invisible blocks right here. So if you hit the portal directly, don't go for the coin. So, yeah, so for this, the first part is basically just like the Deadlock, it's just orb timings. Forget about the orbs that have the X's on them, and yeah, it's just easy. For the next part, you have this, it gives you a brief moment to look at where the obstacles are before flashing and disappearing. So for this part, it's basically just straight flying into the next portal. So, and then for this part, for this UFO part, you have to hit the portal at like the bottom of the portal, or else you're gonna die. So once you get to the bottom, so let me show you. So once you get to the bottom, right, you do one hop over that little hump, or else you're gonna die. And then yeah, and then for this part, it's just like what I said earlier. It's basically just about skill, and this level is all about This level is all about skill based and tight corridors. So, and for this, just hit that magenta jump pad, okay? Why am I keep dying? I don't know why am I keep dying. And then for this, to go onto the fake spike, and then there we go, and then there we go. And then for this part, the same, hit the portal at the very bottom. So, you hit the portal from the very bottom. There we go. And then you have to basically spam until really fast until the bottom. So there we go. And then yeah, you just have to avoid getting crashed. You have to avoid crashing. So, and then for this, it's just a lot of, this level is all about skill, as I mentioned earlier. This is critical. And for this, there's 3-dimensional blocks. Jump on the blocks that are flashing. So don't jump on the blocks that are kind of black. See, so they flash for a brief moment. So jump on these blocks. And for this one, you just have to hold the button down. They're invisible blocks. So yeah, it's basically just all skill. And for this one, beware, there are spikes at the very bottom, and there are also fake saw blades as well. So yeah, have to be careful. And this level does contain one of the toughest coins and the toughest parts, so I'm not gonna get for the coin. Triple spike, and for this part, there are 3 fake holes. So if you jump over the fake holes, but you can't really see them, so you can only see the blocks under it. So you can only see the platforms under the holes. So you have to jump 3 times to avoid these holes, and when you land on the 3rd platform, which I'm doing a great job at. There you go, jump, and you jump, and this very simplistic wave. And then for this, it's basically just skill, because you really have to for the ball part, you have to jump on the platforms that are flashing, so just like that. And for this wave part, it's just easy. And for this coin is just very overly hard, because the space is so small. And yeah, this is just fading saw blades. Just imagine them as not fading, and then you'll do it past it. And then another, I guess you could call it sort of complicated cube sequence. And then this is the hardest part of any level. Look at how tight this is. So you basically, for this part, you basically have to kind of keep your balance, and you do not go too far to one side, or else you will die. So hit the portal right near the middle, and then right when you reach the corner, you just have to tap a bit, and then it's done. So you have to tap a bit once you just reach the corner. So once you tap a bit, and then you keep still going down, tap a bit, after tap a bit, and then perfect. And to get the 3rd coin, you have to jump on Yeah, you have to jump on a jump ring that you have to jump on a jump ring that that has the X on it, and then there you go, you got the coin, and then yeah, and then this is just basically a good solid UFO section, and then we encounter this mini wave, right? So this mini wave may trip out some players, but in the end, it's all done. The mini waves is an introduction if you haven't done Deadlock yet, which I highly doubt, or Finger Dash. So yeah, that's the second demon. I gave you some tips and tricks on that, and now let's go on the last demon. I'm actually going backwards. Deadlock is actually the third one. This is the fourth. This is the first one. But the first one's Club Step. This has a lot of skipping orbs because, for example, you have to skip like a lot of orbs. So this level is like every demon has its own like unique thing that you have to get really good at in order to beat this better. So for this, for the third one is just memorization. Second one is just tight corridors. First one, it's memorization. Or I think that you could also do it as sight reading, but sight reading is really hard for this level. And the hardest part is actually not the Q part, but it's the rocket ship part. Well, let me show you later. So I'm gonna turn on auto checkpoints because I'm feeling pretty confident with this level. So for the first one, you have to get the triple spike jump. Avoid that yellow jump ring near the end. So avoid that yellow jump ring, or else you would get into that saw blade. So you have to jump on the purple one. So jump on the purple one. This may take some skill, and then jump on the blue one. Skip the yellow one. Get the two yellow jump rings, and jump on a second blue jump ring. And to get the first coin is honestly really easy. You just have to jump on a second jump ring, just like that. And yeah, skip the first one, jump on a second one, and this one is basically just sight reading. Imagine the platforms aren't fading out. Just imagine it. That will help you. And then we get into this very insane rocket ship section. It may not look hard, but this is actually great practice for straight flying. So let's see if I can get through this. Whew. Let's see. Yeah, so there are spikes everywhere. Can you just say that? Like, there are just spikes everywhere. This is gonna be harder than I thought. So there we go, and then for this, it's just straight flying through the middle, right? And for let's see if I can get through it. Yeah, so there are invisible spikes in this level. So this level introduces invisible spikes, which is just totally insane, since that they're actually fading out. And then for this part, you just have to hit all the jump rings except the last one. You have to skip the last jump ring and the third jump ring hitting thing. So, and then if you skip the third one, skip the first yellow jump ring, and then for this ball part, it's just memorization. So as you can see, there's some jump rings I don't have to hit, and yeah, hit the so for this part, you really just have to go up, and then you hit the blue jump ring, right? So you hit the blue jump ring, go up, hit the blue jump ring, and then you do this, and then you have to go up, stay up, and then you enter through this like secret way. This level, as you can see, is all about memorization because there are a lot of secret passages that you have to go through, and some of them are not obvious either. So, and then this is just Flappy Bird. Well, except I think it's an insane one. And for this one, skip the fourth one. Get the. Whoa! Why am I upside down? Do not know what's happening there. There we go. We just hit, there we go. And then get the one that has the arrow right next to it, so there we go. And then you just spam. And then you get to this rocket section, which is just insane. Like, all the rocket sections in this are just absolutely insane. Okay? So you can't hit any of this black spikes or else, well, you'll die. Okay? It's as easy as that. And to get the second coin, which I'm having a hard time at, eek. Yeah, every time I commentate like that, like I just fail. So if you go up into the fake platform, and then you have to, there we go. And then there's some invisible spikes, but I think that you could handle it. There we go, and then we get the second coin. You could do like tiny UFO hops. There we go, perfect. And then we get to this one, which has a bunch of fake spikes, but yeah, and then we get to this. For this one, I have to go for the third cyber skull thingy. First skull. For the third skull, you actually have to go up, so. Let me show you. You have to go up. So for the second skull in the ship sequence, you have to go up. So you have to for the third ship skull, you have to go up. So let's see if I can do it. You have to go up just like that. So there we go, and then invisible spikes. And for this part looks hard, but it's actually not the hardest part. This part, it's just a matter of how used you are to rapidly altering gravity. So for this part, there we go, and then it still trips me out sometimes though. I haven't practiced club step in a while, so. There we go. And then for this one, skip the third and the fourth, and you do this. This is the hardest part of the level, guys. Let's see, come on. Come on. Eek. You have to hit like the very bottom. Yeah, for this part, it's a mini ship. Mini upside down ship. Like the two of the worst things combined. Like, oh my god. For this demon, I honestly think that this is actually harder than Deadlock. I'm not gonna lie. Or is it because I just practiced the Deadlock more often? How am I supposed to know? There we go, and then this says, and then after that, it just gets totally insane. Okay. Come on! Yeah, this thing's just insane. Alright. I'd give you that. This one is, I admit, it is one of the most insane demons in the game, so. Every time I'm commentating, like, I just fail. Like, I just fail horribly. Oh, come on. Finally, okay. So for this part is absolutely insane, alright? I don't think I could even get past this part. I don't think I could even get past this part, honestly. No, I think I should just turn auto checkpoints on. Perfect. And then for this one, and then it's just normal flying till the end. So for the third coin, to get down like really low here. You get down like really low here. There we go. And then you get the third coin. And then yeah. this. This level is insanity. And yeah, that's all I have to show. So thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one.